Hello. Hi, Jennifer, Maureen, Natalie, and Yang. Hello. Hi, Shivani.
Hi, Komilaji. Today, Shanti cannot make it. I have another Shivani logged on. Can you allow them to record?
Two Shivanis today. So good, you are twice. Let me find you. Okay, I've got you there. Okay, allowed to record. Yes.
Yes.
Can you record?
Yeah.
Very good. It's like the New York slogan. So nice, they name it twice. Okay, I'm just adding you, Shivani, as a interpreter.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi, Muthu.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. We are talking today on lesson 12 on bhavas. And this is the third part of the bhavas. This photograph is of Nataraja, the form of Lord Shiva. And here I am at the Shivananda ashram. And we are continuing with our class. You know, today we are 1/3 the way, 12 out of 36 classes. So that is really good. Now, let's begin with the chanting. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahman Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Brahma Murari Tripurantakari Bhanu Shashi Bhumi Suto Budhascha Guruscha Shukraha Shanirahu Ketava Sarve Graha Shanti Bhavo. Om Dadhi Shankatushārabham Shirodaranavasambhavam Namami Shashinam Somam Shambho Mukhatabhushanam. So today we are going to do the Buddha Nama mantra. And here also, if you can see, the color is green for Mercury. So for Buddha. And this photograph I got from, or I took at Rishikesh at the Paramartha ashram there, and they had this beautiful green Buddha. So, so let us just do the Nama mantra. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. So you can chant it 3 times, 12 times, 108 times. You know, if you just want to do part of your sadhana, you may just want to do 3 times. But you can do it one mala as well. So today we are talking about bhavas, the houses from 9th to 12th. For each bhava, we analyze the bhava sign and its ruler, placement of the bhava ruler, bhava karaka, aspects to the bhava and its ruler. We have not studied this in detail. We will study this in lesson 17. Planets in bhava and their rulership, conjunctions to the bhava ruler. So 9th house is called dharma bhava. Dharma is spirituality, ethics, but it also indicates your duty to your soul, mankind and society, your philosophical bent of mind, also your spiritual destiny. The 9th house is the house of positive sanchita karma and positive prarabdha karma. It is the house of the father and the guru. 9th house and its ruler are considered the most auspicious. Its strength indicates what good luck you have brought into this life. Good luck is not always connected with money and financial success. You know, good thinking, good advice, you know, respect, honor, all those things are also regarded as good luck. Good fortune earned in previous life from our good work comes to help us by making life easier. Mars, Saturn, Sun, Rahu, Ketu are poorly placed in the 9th house. They make us re-earn all our good karma from past lives. We may not listen to good advice, therefore we must sometimes double our efforts in order to achieve our ambitions, as we feel the lack of luck factor. It's not that you're not lucky, but what happens is that when you have these you know, major malefic planets, Mars, Saturn, Sun, Rahu, Ketu in the 9th house, you don't always listen to somebody giving you good advice because you think you know better. So therefore, sometimes you have to make mistakes yourself. Then you can, you know, learn from it. So you can think it's a good thing or a bad thing. That is up to you. It's a dharma bhava. The aim is to follow a path of righteousness, ethics, and good moral choices. Important aspects of dharma bhava, of course, dharma, religion, ethics, father, guru, children, bhagya or good luck, second wife or husband. See, traditionally, father was is the first guru that you meet, and then as you get older, you are introduced to your guru who's going to teach you and advise you, and then later on, maybe people find their own gurus as well. Karaka for dharma bhava, Jupiter for guru and bhagya, son, father. So dharma bhava also represents children and grandchildren, books, publishing, charity, insight, intuition, enlightenment, meeting good souls, destiny, past karmas, beliefs, good past karma. Law. You see, dharma is about natural law. And so therefore, lawyers, you'll see, have a strong ninth house. Rituals, temples, churches, pagodas, you could say as well. Teaching, wisdom, higher mind, sacrifices, sudden prosperity, travel, publishing. So the ninth house travel is a travel of choice. You know, there are other travels that means that you get displaced, so you have to move. But when you're doing a travel that you choose to do, then that is connected to the ninth house, like a pilgrimage also. Body parts, hips, femoral arteries, thighs, lower back, nourishment. And health issues, hip replacement, malnourishment. There could be other, hip related issues. But I feel malnourishment can be bad food, but it can also be, not feeling spiritually nourished. That is also something that sometimes people can feel. So this is Prince Harry's chart. And what you see here is, so this is his ninth house. And he has sun placed there. And of course, his father is the king now. So you can see that he has a strong father. Mercury is also placed there. But what you can see here is that sun, remember, sun is not the best placement in the ninth house because you have the ego that I know better. My viewpoint is better than somebody else's. So sometimes that can bring a struggle. Definitely a lot of good luck and privilege, ninth lord in the ninth house. But just from that one point of view, I feel that there can be some ego aspect that I know everything and therefore I don't need to listen to anybody. So that is despite it being a good energy. Now, so can somebody tell me that last week where we finished with? Whose chart we looked at last? Do you remember anybody? Otherwise, I'll start from the beginning. Okay, I'll start from the end. That's a good idea. I was thinking that myself, that I will start backwards today. Shivani said it was somewhere in the middle, but if I start from the back, then we will finish. I think I remember Mohini has written something. I can't read it. I think it was M's that I remember that. Muthu, do you remember if I did your chart last week?
Yes, you finished my chart last week. So I think
Okay.
you started from yes. I think you started in the yes, middle of yes.
Okay. Ended somewhere with S. Okay, great. Thank you. So we are starting from S, and today we'll finish to the end. So here we see in Sabrina's chart, the ninth house is Taurus. No planet is placed there, which is okay. It's not necessary to have planets in every house. But ninth house ruler Venus is placed in the 10th house. So it's bringing luck to the 10th house. We are just going to study the 10th house. 10th house is house of career and opportunity. And also, so it brings good luck, and also you can be working with knowledge and wisdom, because 9th house ruler is in the 10th house. This is a very good placement to have. So when we do 10th house just now after this, you'll see. Then Sage, 9th house ruler, no planet there. Again, wherever 9th house ruler is placed, it's a very good situation. Here we see 9th house ruler is Mercury, and Gemini is the 9th house ruler. And it gives kind of interest in multiple ideas and religions and philosophies, and but the Lord Mercury is placed in the second house, Dhana Bhava, house of wealth. So it is activating that. It is also placed with ascendant ruler. You are Libra ascendant, so placed with ascendant ruler, and with the 4th and 5th house ruler. So this is a very good combination that you have of all the 3 planets. And it is connected to the house of wealth. So wealth, again, it's not always about money, but money will always be plenty for you. Sandy, 9th house ruler is in the 9th house. Very lucky position. Later on, when we study the yogas, then planetary yogas, you'll see that also gives good thinking, good fortune, right teachers, right ideas. Now, the karakas, the 2 karakas, one is Sun, father. So Sun is exalted in your chart, but placed in the 8th house. So this can sometimes create difficulty with, with your father, either separation or unsettled energy. And then Jupiter, which is the other Karaka, is gone into the 12th house. So this can show interest in foreign cultures. Also, Rahu is there. So Sandy, you're studying Jyotish, so I think that is very appropriate. Rahu with Jupiter, that means there's interest in foreign ideas, foreign culture. Sattara, no planets in the 9th house. Leo is there, so Leo, see, if Sun is there, like in Prince Harry's chart, that is a different quality because Sun is resident there. So, but Leo can generally give kind of enlightened thinking, bright ideas. And here we see that the Sun, the Lord of the 9th house, is placed in Gemini in the 7th house of relationships. So it can impact. There is a Rahu influence here. So Rahu brings a foreign culture, foreign ideas, foreign culture, that, interest in foreign things, which is not your own tradition. And Satya, no planet in the 9th house, but 9th house ruler is in the 10th house. So this is very good, well placed. And we have Karaka, Sun is in the 3rd house in Capricorn. So that is quite good placement, 3rd house for the Sun. But Capricorn is a more practical type of person. So there could be something to do with how your father is. Now, the other Karaka, Jupiter, is 0 degrees in Aries. Remember, I told you this degree is also Gandanta. So when the Guru energy is Gandanta, sometimes it can make you want to try uncertain about what Guru you're looking for, what teacher you're going with, but it can also give you some deep insight into mystical area of life with the Jupiter being placed there. It really depends on what you work with and what you know, what is your, what's the right word? What is your inclination? And then we come to the 10th house. 10th house is Karma Bhava. Karma literally means action. Every action we take in this life or past life, future life is our karma. Here, karma suggests actions we take in the world which will affect our future lives, our status, position in this life. It represents glory, success, reaching the pinnacle of life. Also, it represents the next life. Uh, Actually, whatever action you take in this life, uh, or whatever you do today will impact your future. So you have to think about that. The culmination of life's ambitions. Planets get very energized here. Mars, Sun, Rahu, Saturn are extremely strong. Success in this incarnation is determined. Career and its prospects are indicated. Karma bhava, karma means inherited past life actions. How we pay back our past life, karmic debts, action taken in this life to deal with past life karma. You see, it's very important when we are looking at our life that we are thinking about how, you know, how to pay back our karma. According to the Vedic philosophy, we are born so that we can pay off our old debts. And so therefore, if we think about this most important house in our chart is called Karma Bhava. And people tend to take it as career or job, but it has a bigger meaning that what are the things you can do to pay off your old debts. So often the job also you do because then you can look after your parents, or you can pay your taxes, you can look after the environment. Vedic philosophy believes that you should be successful. But then once you're successful, how you use that success is important. It's a Artha Bhava, house to make practical foundations to life. This is the strongest of Artha Bhava. Generally, any planet in the 10th house is very well placed. Important aspects: career, honor, future karma, father's wealth, success or failure, mother-in-law. Then the karakas for karma bhava, Mercury is the most important karaka, business and enterprise. Saturn, hard work and paying off karma. Saturn's main role, why we feel stressed by him, is he's always forcing us to pay our debts. And so Saturn's strength in your chart is helping you to pay off some old karma. Jupiter, fortune, Sun, power, authority, Mars, logical planet, power, strength. Generally, any planet in the 10th house is well placed, but Sun, Mars are extremely well placed in the 10th house. So Karma Bhava shows career, ability to lead, independence, self-reliance, command, authority, respect, honor, reputation, government jobs, father's wealth, moral responsibilities, ambition, service to other people as well, the goal of the soul, life direction, ability to pay back karma. Some astrologers also see 10th house as the house of father. I actually don't see the 10th house as house of father. I look at it more ninth house. I look at ninth as father, 10th house as father's wealth, status or lack of it, renown, reputation, public esteem, government, monarchy, business, administrative jobs. Negative aspects of karma bhava: lack of success, lack of status, unsettled jobs, lack of life direction, inability to express potential, accumulating more karma, not paying back old karma. See, just like if you take out a loan or you have a credit card debt, if you don't have thinking about paying back karma, then, you are keeping on accumulating more and more stuff. So the way to pay back old karma is to pay back to the society, pay back to your parents. You can make donation. You can do karma yoga, that means selfless service. So there are many techniques of how you pay back karma. I will be talking later in the class as well, in the course. Body parts, knees, joints, health issues, problem with knees, joints, knee replacement. In my work, a lot of times people ask me hip replacement, knee replacement, and it's sort of common, especially in USA, people are doing this all the time. So here we have Rihanna's chart, and what you see here is that this is her 10th house. So first you look at the 10th house ruler. 10th house ruler, Jupiter, is placed in Aries in the second house of wealth. So that means that from her career, she is generating wealth or savings. Rihanna is a musician, but she's very famous she has a beauty brand, a fashion brand, and she's one of the richest female musicians. I suppose from Barbados, but she lives in USA. But you see here, second house ruler Mars is placed in the 10th house. So there's an exchange of rulership, which is very powerful. That means she's making money from her career, then from the money she's having another career. She has multiple careers, and she has Mars and Saturn in the 10th house. Both very determined planets, and Saturn as Karaka for karma, really, for work. She can be very hardworking and responsible. And Mercury, which is the other Karaka for business, it's in the house of profit, which we will discuss in a minute. So this is really important to see how sometimes very successful people have certain signatures in their chart that give them the success. Serene, we have here 10th house. No planet is placed in the 10th house, but the 10th house ruler is placed in the 9th house of dharma, of law, of study and knowledge. And 9th house also natural house for teaching and advising people. So when the 10th house ruler is in the 9th house, it is a very good position. Only thing is Mars is in your 9th house. So sometimes, even though Mars is in a good position, sometimes you don't listen to advice. So that is something that you do need to be conscious of. We have a lot of S's here, Shubha. So here we see 10th house, no planet in the 10th house. 10th house ruler, moon, is placed in the 6th house. 6th house is house of hard work, service, duty, Often 10th house ruler in the 6th is regarded as a good position, although it will bring some struggles, and it can also show that you're going to work very hard and responsibly. And that is an important factor for you to think about. The Karakas, we say Mercury is right on the ascendant. So Mercury Karaka for business, administration, organization. So you have that. And the other Karaka, Saturn, is placed with Ketu. It's in the 9th house, but Saturn, with Ketu, sometimes it's about old karma. Ketu, Saturn is about facing up to new things. So, a lot of times the karma is also about teaching and advising people. And sometimes the Ketu influences some interest in old knowledge, old information, old knowledge. And Jyotish can count for that. So anybody has any questions, anything they'd like to ask?
Milaji, you had said that Ketu and Saturn both are they don't work well in the 9th house.
Mm.
So does this show a very difficult kind of 9th house?
It
with
can
respect to
show Saturn Ketu in the 9th, Shobha, can create some problem in your relationship with your father. And the thing to ask is, did you have the problem with your father?
Actually, my problem is more with my mother, which the moon is there in the 6th house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have to look at the Karaka sun. You see, you have sun in the Lagna. So therefore, that is improving the quality. But then the second thing would be Saturn Ketu in the 9th, means that sometimes you don't always listen to advice. So that you may or may not accept that, but you can think about it. That sometimes if somebody tells you, like I know myself, if somebody tells me something, my natural reaction is, no, I know better. Then I think about it and I think, no, maybe I don't. But my natural reaction is always, no, I know better. So that may be something that, Shobha, you're dealing with. I don't know.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. You see, anything that is there in your chart, there are many ways to see the same issue, like in Shobha's case, she said she has a problem with the mother. So you see the moon, which is Karaka for mother, is in the 6th house. So we studied that already. And here there's a really important difference for Shobha, is that the Lord of the 9th house is in the ascendant. So that means that father is very important, and sun also is in the ascendant. So the 9th lord and the sun are together in the Lagna. So this Saturn Ketu that appears to be difficult to start with, by the rulers being so important in Shubha's chart, that makes a difference. Then we come to the Labha Bhava, 11th house. Labha means profit. 11th house shows how we will profit from life. Profit does not mean only in monetary money terms, but spiritual profit as well. 11th house shows financial earning. This is the house where we make money. It's the fruits of our achievement and monetary gains. Whereas the 10th house reflects our career, 2nd house, unearned wealth, 11th house will indicate results of our effort in monetary terms. Realization of one's wishes, personal pleasures, friends, social activity. You know, a question I'm asked very often is about how is my money? How is my earning? So the second house is house of savings. It can also show inheritance. That means you're born with money, but it can also show earnings, savings. Whereas the 11th house is your earnings, your profits, if you're running a business, otherwise earnings. But you have the 12th house, which is your spending, which we will discuss after this. So this is really important, that sometimes people can earn a lot of money, but they can't save it. So in order to study wealth, you have to look at the 11th house, the second house, and then good luck factor. And the good luck is coming from what house? 9th house. Good luck is also coming from 5th house. But just now we saw, sorry, I don't remember because I'm seeing so many charts, but we saw 9th house ruler in the 9th house, Taurus, Venus in the 9th house. That means that good luck is there. Good luck comes in terms of money as well. While all planets, so this is one very important rule of the 11th house. While all planets are well placed here, the 11th house ruler is considered a negative planet with the ability to spoil the signification of the house it is placed in. As the 11th house ruler is 6th from 6th, it reflects Dushtana house, so it adds as a difficult planet that creates obstacles. You see, it's very interesting if you have, say, 11th house ruler placed in the 4th house. It will give you money from house, property, profit from there, but at the same time, it will create some difficulty with all the 4th house significations. It could be difficult, not with everything, but could be with mother, or it could be with your home, that you don't have a settled home life. So the 11th house ruler, he'll give you the money, definitely wherever he's placed, but he can also create some obstacles. And that is why one should be aware of it. It's a Kama Bhava, house of passions. We can study extramarital affairs from this house. Important aspects of Labha Bhava: gains, health, elder brother, daughter, son-in-law, organizations, societies, sangha. So, like we are meeting here, we are a sangha, we are a group of astrologers, we are meeting. But if you were having like a go to a spiritual organization, you have satsanga, means good company, or we have an astrology association. So all those sanghas are looked at from the 11th house. Retirement. I want to say something about elder brother here. So in traditional households, the elder brother inherited everything. So if you look at the King Charles's eldest son, William, will inherit everything. Then it was the elder brother who looked after everybody else. So in the traditional, even in India, we have something called the family. You can do a Hindu family tax group or something, in which the father is the boss, and on the passing of father, the elder brother becomes the boss. So the elder brother is always responsible for giving to the other siblings. So if you have a difficult 11th house, then that relationship can be fractured. Now today, even in India, it's not so because people can have a will, and in USA or Europe, it's definitely not there. People have a will and they give money accordingly. But this aspect of the elder brother controlling the finances, that means doling out the money, that's one of the older traditions, but you can see it sometimes in practice as well. And the Karaka for elder brother, Jupiter, gains, and as well as elder brother. See, younger brothers, the Karaka is Mars, but for elder brothers, Karaka is elder brother, the eldest brother is studied from the 11th house. Other aspects: monetary gains, income, receipts, profit, wealth, financial success, fulfillment of desires, spiritual gains, gains from knowledge, fulfillment of desires, material or spiritual, depending on what your desires are. Friends from work, they can, it's a sangha, the company. Satisfaction of personal ambitions, acquaintances, friends, accumulation of wealth, retirement, renunciation. Actually, the accumulation of wealth doesn't come from the 11th house. I've got it written here. You can earn a lot of money, but you have to be careful that you don't spend it and that you save it. So that is the thing that you can look at. The negative part of Labha Bhava is lack of money, unstable earning capacity, extreme materialistic attitude. Sometimes people are only wanting money, and they'll come to me and say, can I be a billionaire? They don't want to work. And I remember meeting somebody, he said, I don't have to be polite because I'm going to be a billionaire, so people can be. So his wife is saying, no, you should be polite, you can't be rude. And but sometimes, that extreme kind of money, everything is money, that can also be connected to the 12th house. Body parts, legs, especially lower portions of the legs and calves. Blood circulation, blood pressure is judged from this house. Left arm, left ear. There's a problem like thrombosis, that is a lower portion of the legs are not working. So that also you can look at from the then health issues, loss of hearing, weakness of arms, legs, fractures to legs, left arm, earache, blood pressure. As I was saying, blood clots in the legs, if you can get anything that is below the knees, because the knee belongs to to the 10th house, and the feet belong to the 12th house. So that portion between the knee and the leg. So here we have Johnny Depp, the actor, and what you see is in his 11th house, which is house of money, Venus is placed there. So that would say he has a lot of money. But Mercury is there and they have a planetary war. So remember I told you that when the two planets are within 1 degree of each other, there's a planetary war. So even though he makes a lot of money, his earning is always under conflict. And recently, he lost all his earning power because he was having this court case. Then he got it back again. So you can see that some struggle, even though there's a lot of money. And he has another factor here, second house ruler is placed in the 11th house, sun. Second house ruler is the sun, is placed in the 11th house. That means that he can make money from his savings as well. He can make money. He's got plenty of money. Then look at the second house. He has Mars placed there. Mars is 10th house ruler. So 10th house ruler in the second house also shows his ability to make money. So you are seeing that number of factors are there that he has a lot of money, but there's conflict with his earnings. Maybe he feels conflicted. Also, 11th house is Sangha with friends. He can have some conflict with friends. Then another factor is this, the Karaka Jupiter is well placed in the 9th house, 9th lord in the 9th. So good luck is there. But there's still conflict here. So, you know, you are seeing a number of factors that are there to discuss. Now, for Johnny Depp, we don't have to see about elder brother or things. Usually regarding brothers or sisters, I don't talk about it unless people ask me. But if there is somebody's having conflict regarding inheritance or conflict with elder brother, then you know you have to look at the 11th house. So snow here. One sec, there's a question. Did I miss Sandy? I thought I did Sandy. So snow here, 11th house, Aquarius is the 11th house. Two things are there. 11th house, you look at Rahu and you'd look at Saturn. Aquarius has two rulers. So Saturn is placed in exalted 11th house ruler. So that means that you can make good money, lot of money. But remember the rule about 11th house ruler placed in the 7th house. So Saturn likes being in the 7th house, but it is hard on relationship. So it can either create a conflict or bring a late relationship. But the other way to look at it is 11th house ruler in the 7th. You can earn money in business partnership or with marriage as well. And then the other ruler, Rahu loves being in the 3rd house. So that is a good placement. And you could say earning money through self-effort, which is the 3rd house. And Rahu, because as the co-ruler of the 11th house, can cause some conflict, some difficulty with the 3rd house. That means 3rd house is younger siblings. So let us look. I think Sophia is not here. But anyway, let's look at Sophia's chart now that I have 11th house, no planet there. See, if planet is not there, doesn't mean that you don't, that house is not active. Because the planetary ruler is always there. And here we see in Sophia's chart, 11th house rulers placed in the 9th house with 9th lord. So 9th house lord, 9th lord in the 9th house, this is a luck factor. So that means you are lucky. And 11th house in the 9th, you can earn from teaching, advising, counseling, law. You can give advice, but as that extra role of the 11th house ruler being causing obstacles, it can cause obstacle in relationship with father or guru. It can cause problems with hips because 9th house represents hips. Not all of them, but some of that aspect, that extra role that the 11th house ruler plays. So Sukanya, 11th house, Mercury and Ketu are placed there. Both Mercury and Ketu very well placed. Any planet in the 11th house gets very activated. So it is very well placed. 11th house ruler Mars is in the 9th house. So ninth house of good luck, good fortune. Also, you have the ability to earn money through teaching, advising. You see, advising doesn't mean that you'll be a teacher in the school or you're advising astrology. You could do that, but you can also advise on any level of your job, you know, even in corporate jobs, anything, there's a possibility of earning from there. Now, important factors, this Mars as the 11th house ruler can create some blocks in the 9th house. And as I told you, any of these guys placed in the 9th house, they sometimes have difficulty in taking advice. And Mars will also create some issue with relationship with either father or guru. As I said, also the hip area of life. You're very young just now. You may not have to deal with the health issues as yet. But money earning, Mercury and Ketu. Mercury is your Lagna Lord. So that is definitely, you can be have talent to earn money. But Ketu can also bring spiritual desire rather than purely material desire. You see, Ketu is a very unusual planet. If Ketu wants to give you something, he can give plenty. But we don't know what he wants to give. So that is the thing with Ketu one has always aware of, because Ketu is a past life planet. So if he wants to give a lot, he can give a lot. And Tiffany, we have 11th house, moon is placed there. 10th house ruler is in the 11th house. That means 10th house is career, karma. Through the karma you do, you earn money. So this is usually regarded as a good position. Also, moon likes to be in Leo, so moon is happy there. And then the 11th house ruler is placed in the 5th house with the 5th house ruler, Saturn. So 5th house can make you earn money from creativity, creative ideas, you know, because 5th house is house of creativity. But it can create some difficulty in having children, because as the 5th house, this 11th house lord, it can usually bring a delay because it's also with the 5th house ruler. So it can bring a delay in having children or some obstacle. So now we go to the Vyaya Bhava, 12th house. So 12th house Vyaya means loss or expenses. It is the house of loss, decrease, wastage, and decay, where we spend emotionally and materially, end of our life or ending of every sort. Every ending with it also brings a new beginning. So what I was telling you is that we have the 2nd house of wealth, 11th house of earnings, 12th house is spending. So your aggregate wealth, or this depends on how you manage your 12th house. Sometimes people have a lot of planets in the 12th house. That means they're naturally generous. They'll naturally spend money. They give money. So that is something that then they have to learn how to manage it. It represents the last act of life where we merge with the infinite, merge the individual consciousness with eternal. Here, the loss does not only represent loss on purely physical terms, but also understanding truths about giving up our individual identity, learning about physical isolation, working with astral energies, clairvoyant intuition, the divisions between reality and dreams, subtle energies we feel, experience, but do not understand, the time when we sleep and our dreams, the impact on the subtle mind. Here we can develop those powers through isolation and meditation. You see, it is very important to be able to sleep properly. People who can't sleep, you see, sleep is the time when you're recharging, like you're connecting to the astral world, and all that. So what do they do? Reboot the computer, so you get recharged and revitalized every night. So if there are issues in your 12th house, sometimes you are not able to sleep and you are not able to recharge yourself. 12th house will create problems wherever it's placed. Planets in the 12th have issues to deal with. Isolation, loneliness, searching for moksha. It is the moksha bhava. It's the ultimate house of self-realization, where the soul merges the individual ego with the universal consciousness. Important aspects of 12th house: losses, expenses, isolation from the world, quality of sleep and dreams, clairvoyance, pleasures of the bed, foreign travel, displacement from your birthplace, bandhana ties. So you see, while this is a house of moksha, we can only get moksha if we let go of what is tying us down. And what is tying us down is our past life issues or issues in this life, where our attachments to this life, and also the old karmic debt. So that also is indicated from the 12th house. So Karakas for Vyaya Bhava, Saturn is for sorrows and karma that needs to be paid. Ketu is for moksha. Now, this is really very important to understand that Saturn, in order to get moksha, in order to totally submerge yourself with the highest reality, we have to be free of our karmic debt. So when people are being born in this world, they are to burn up their karma. And don't be in a rush to do it, but we are doing it through our act and whatever we are doing. So Saturn is, as a karaka, is showing you what is the thing required for moksha, that we have to think about the karma we create, our karmic footprint. We need to tread lightly into this life, not heavily and consume everything. And secondly, moksha, as far as Ketu is concerned, it's the old karma that is holding us back. And there's a lot of yogic techniques that we have to learn in order to deal with it. So it represents agitation of mind, doorway to heaven, enlightenment, orgasm, sleep, dreams, lack of sleep, insomnia, cessation of activity, confinement, hospitals, psychiatrist hospitals, prison, imprisonment, meditation, spiritual retreats, monasteries, donations, charitable acts, wasteful expenses. The 12th house is also connected to your secret relationship life, your bedroom, your bed, where you sleep, on a daily basis, so that it's important to nurture that area as well. Loss of spouse, living abroad, moving residence, discharge of debts, clairvoyance, psychics, fantasy, subconscious, sorrows, mental problems, limitations, disappointments, resignation, after death state, ending of one cycle, beginning of another cycle, body parts, feet, left eye, problems with feet, eyes, lack of sleep, insomnia, if you get troubled dreams, all that you would look at from the 12th house. So this is Doja Cat. She's pop star, or I don't know. She's also a musician. So what I was just looking for somebody with planets in the 12th house. And here she has exalted Mercury and Moon in the 12th house. So, both the planets of the mind are in the 12th house. So she definitely has a desire for spiritual things, but often when Moon and Mercury are in the 12th house, there's a shyness as well. So she has this big, larger than life persona, but internally she's quite shy. She's a very private person. And the 12th house Mercury in its own sign, this is a good thing. She may be spending on good things, interested in spirituality, all those things are there. But she has to be careful that she's not wastefully spending things. So Yang here, no planet in the 12th house. 12th house Lord has got two rulers. One is Ketu and one is Mars. And you see here 12th house ruler is placed in the 9th house. So there can be an interest in learning, education, developing yourself spiritually, so that you can, find that self-realization. But also this can show expenses on learning, education, expenses on guru. And you do have 3 planets in the 9th house, so that is quite an important house for you, including your ascendant ruler. So when the ascendant ruler is with the 12th house ruler, it can also show interest in living abroad. I know I don't know, but I think you're living at home just now. But this can show, because ascendant rulers connected to the 12th house. And we can say that you're studying Jyotish, which is foreign, yoga, which is not basically the culture from where you are. So that 12th house ruler. Then the other 12th house ruler is Ketu. It's placed in the 3rd house of self-effort. And Ketu is also well placed in the 3rd house, but sometimes you can do a lot of effort and you may not always get the reward for it. So you may think that you're making effort, and then you don't get the same amount of reward for it. Yunnan, here we see Jupiter in the 12th house. So generally, Jupiter, all the benefics, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus in the 12th house is also an indication that you're spending on good things. There is a ability to find moksha, self-realization. But here you have your 4th house ruler in the 12th house, your Virgo ascendant, and 7th house ruler in the 12th house. So 2 things I usually say: 4th house ruler in the 12th house can either make you great desire to travel foreign lands or live abroad, because you have 4th house ruler in the 12th. As the 7th house ruler in the 12th, it can show loss or separation from spouse. But I also advise people, when they have 7th house ruler in the 12th, that sometimes you marry somebody who is from a foreign land, different country, different background. So that is one of the other things to look at. And the Lord of the 12th house is placed in the 10th house. So again, 12th house Lord in the 10th shows, traveling with work or sudden change in work or career. You can see that sometimes people travel a lot within work, or it can bring a change in career as well. And Zoe, we have 12th house, 4 planets in the 12th house. So this is definitely Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, 3 benefics in the 12th house. Definitely make you very private person, wanting to be in your own space, also interest in foreign things. I always tell people when they have many planets in the 12th house, they have to be careful about spending money because, you're generous. You want to give to people. So how you deal with that, that is most important. And here we can see Moon is 6th house ruler in the 10th. 12th, sorry. So that is a good position. Sorry, Moon is 8th house ruler in the 12th. That is regarded as a good position. Sun, 9th house ruler in the 12th. 10th house ruler in the 12th, 11th house ruler in the 12th. So you see, when you see so many planets in the 12th house, that is an important part of who you are. You should not take it as a negative thing. Only thing that you have to be conscious is that you should be very careful with your expenses, because you have a natural tendency to spend and to give to people. And, you should always think, do I need it or I want it? So one is never perfect, so don't try to be too perfect, but it is important to work on that. So we are so next week, now we finish the houses, we are going to study the principles of houses and their rulership. You see, the thing is, this Jyotish is lot of information, and don't be afraid about that, because the information is, you'll soon remember things, and that is what is important to know. And you have an assignment. Analyze any one house in your chart which you feel is most influential, or the class has revealed something new to you. So just one house and 200 words maximum. And you have to send it to Keiko. And remember, in the house, whichever house you want to analyze, go step by step. What is the Bhava sign and its where the ruler is, and what is its ruler? The placement of the Bhava ruler, the Karaka of the Bhava, how it is placed in your chart, planets in the Bhava in their rulership, conjunctions to the Bhava ruler. I haven't put aspects here because we are going to have a separate class on aspects, and we are going to have a separate assignment on aspects. So there is no this thing. So those who are studying with Shivani will send to Shivani, but otherwise to Keiko, Ito, and remember to put assignment 12 or class 12, and deadline is Friday midnight, and 200 words. So that is it for today. Any comments, questions, anything? So next week we are going to start with the first name. So just remind me. Yes. Any question?
Kamila, do you have any insights of Rahu being in the 12th house?
You know, Rahu in the 12th house, Rahu wants whatever 12th house is giving. So it can be big expenses. It can bring super desire for moksha. This morning, one of the students, she said her mother has Rahu in the 12th house. And she is so focused on getting moksha because so it depends either one of those aspects. But mostly, if you have Rahu in the 12th house, you have to be very careful not having too much expenses.
Madam, what did happen? The 11th house ruler in the 11th house.
No, that is very good, Muthu, for making money, earning money. But 11th, it will aspect the 5th house. So it can impact children if it is 11th house ruler in the 11th house.
Okay.
Even, you know, sometimes you'll have Jupiter 11th house ruler or Venus 11th house ruler in the 11th house, and you think the aspect to the 5th house is positive, but that because of that 11th house rule, sometimes it can create a problem.
Okay.
Umilaji, if the 10th house ruler is in the 5th house, does that indicate a career or profession through creative ventures?
That's right, yes.
And it is with the, it is also with the 9th house ruler. Both are together in the 5th house.
That is very good. If you have 9th and 10th house ruler together, it's very good in the 5th house.
It's my son's chart. He
Yeah.
has 10th and 9th ruler in conjunction in his 5th house. And the 10th house ruler is also his Lagna ruler.
Yeah.
And it is exalted in the 5th house.
So he's Pisces?
His Pisces, yes.
Yeah. So that's very excellent. He has got a big Raja Yoga. He would have been born with good luck for everybody, family as well. Yes.
Thank you. Because at the moment, I'm very concerned about his career. He has chosen a completely offbeat kind of a, ambition. It's not following any rules or any trodden path. That's why I
You
just
see,
wanted to.
the thing is this, that there's one extra factor that we haven't studied as yet is the dasha. So especially young people, when they are teenage or 20s, then we have to see what dasha they're in, and then also the transits they are happening. And right now, I was going to show you for all of you that Jupiter Rahu are together this next few days. So
Guru
it's a,
Chandal Yoga.
yeah. So here you can see, this is the chart today. You see Jupiter and Rahu. So this is a big conjunction. And I was seeing that some of the issues that it is bringing up, last time India had a demonetization during Jupiter Rahu. They did a secret demonetization. And this year, they suddenly said 2,000 rupee notes are not working. But they've given a longer period of time till end of September. I looked up the money I had. I only had 500, so I'm okay. But that they did 7 years ago. Then Brexit happened 7 years ago. And right now there's this whole discussion about debt ceiling in USA. So I'm very worried with this Guru Chandala that people don't listen to the gurus at this time. So just have to be a little bit careful during this time.
I watched your video on that. This Guru Chandal Yoga.
Yeah, I just put it up. Yes. So I don't usually give the political stuff there. I give little bit, but I'd not thought about that the debt ceiling talks are happening with this Guru Chandala Yoga. Then I thought, oh my God, that is not very good. And this morning I read about the 2,000 rupee notes now no longer working. And so Natalie, if you have the Jupiter Rahu in your birth chart, it's very different. And In fact, many people wrote to me even in the YouTube video that they are very successful with it. Only thing is that Jupiter Rahu gives interest in foreign things and foreign ideas, and you are studying Jyotish. But sometimes people misuse it. So that is where you have to be, or they can get the wrong advice, or they can misuse advice. So I don't think anyone in this class is doing it so much. So good. I shall see you all next week. Yeah. And thank you very much. Bye.